remember they had the dogs sweeping that area right there by the chicken coop. And they couldn't find anything. The dogs could not find anything. The dogs could not find anything. The FBI shows up, and just a couple of minutes later, we get this.
14, just northeast of the Losi building. Forensics has recovered a weapon.
Guess what? So there's more stuff that, of course, they've been covering up at the FBI about the Charlie Kirk investigation. So you know that they didn't find the gun. They couldn't find the gun. They brought out dog sniffing dogs that can smell guns, right? So now dogs, they can smell a gun. If it's there, they will smell it, right? So they brought out the dog sniffing guns. All the cops, they were looking for the gun that they said Tyler Robinson used to shoot Charlie Kirk. They couldn't find it. They bring out the dogs, the sniffing dogs, the gun sniffing dogs. The gun sniffing dogs couldn't find it. And I'm told, and so is Candace Owens told, by people who know about gun sniffing dogs, that if there was a gun anywhere near there, they would have found it. Well, guess what we found? I mean, Baron Coleman found. He found out a transmission from the FBI, from the police, during the Charlie Kirk investigation, that they couldn't find the gun, but as soon as the FBI shows up, they found the gun. You want to see it? Well, let's listen.
He's in just a second. We got to get to this timeline so that you can see what's happening.
Just confirming, we're not looking for anyone or any vehicles still outstanding, correct?
Okay. So they're not looking for any more vehicles. They've got a guy. They're ready to go. The FBI's on the way. That was 5:36 p.m. The FBI shows up 4 minutes later.
So 4 hours after Charlie Kirk was shot, they got a guy, they say, and the cops have swept that area. They brought in the gun sniffing dogs, couldn't find it. Now the FBI shows up, and guess what?
What do they find within minutes? Now, keep in mind, at the time before this broadcast, they had bomb dogs, they had gun dogs out looking. Nobody could find anything. That you remember they had the dogs sweeping that area right there by the chicken coop. And they couldn't find anything. The dogs could not find anything. The dogs could not find anything. The FBI shows up, and just a couple of minutes later, we get this.
14, just northeast of the Losi building. Forensics has recovered a weapon. 7J16, Joe, traffic for me. 7J14, the forensics team has located a weapon just across the street from lot Mike 20 near the Losi building.
Isn't that miraculous?
It's miraculous. It's the feds have a reputation. One thing they're known for, it's making miracles happen. You know, like they're like Make-A-Wish, really. It's if you're wishing for a false flag attack, the FBI are there for you. If you're looking for a false flag attacks and matching identical neo-Nazis all filing into one bus at the end of a march, that's what they're there for. So it's settled, I guess. Nothing more to see. They found the rifle. They got the killer. Epstein's dead. Ghislaine Maxwell still in prison. Oswald shot Kennedy, and so on. All brought to us by the same folks, the FBI. And they found the gun. The cops couldn't find the gun. The bomb-sniffing dogs couldn't find the gun. The gun-sniffing dogs couldn't find the gun. That nobody could find the gun. The FBI shows up, and a second later, they found the gun. And if you believe that, I've got a vaccine I'd like to sell you. Let me see what this is. I don't even know what this is. Let me play this.
At any point.
Go ahead.
I've got an individual over
here.
here.
I know what this is. So just in case you were still not sure, the FBI has fabricated this assassination. They were most likely involved in it, and they're certainly covering it up. So I don't know exactly who did it. It looks like military was involved. That's where the Camp Chuka comes in, which is why Erica Kirk has lied about being there. And she can't account for her whereabouts to 2 days in front of Charlie Kirk's death. She can't tell us where she was. She lied about it. And so I don't know, but I know they're in on the cover up. I know for a fact that the guys at TPUSA, the Neffs, the Andrew Culverts, the Boyers, the Frank Turek's, they're all in on the cover up. They're all lying. The Mikey McCoys, they're all lying to cover up something, and they're covering up who really killed Charlie Kirk. Now, are they in on it? I don't know for sure. It looks like it. They're definitely in on the cover up. So this is a big cover up, and the evidence is planted. The FBI showed up, and it looks like I would bet anything I bet my retirement on the fact that the FBI planted that gun. Really? The gun-sniffing dogs couldn't find the gun, but the FBI shows up, and 2 seconds later, they find it. The bomb-sniffing dogs couldn't find it. All the cops that were looking for it couldn't find it. For 4 hours. Then all of a sudden, the FBI shows up. Hey, we got it. No problem. We got it. Here's one more. I want to play this for you. And by the way, Baron Coleman has to go find this himself. He has to go get the police transmissions and play it for everybody. So that's how we find out about this. There isn't one corporate news journalist, not one legacy media journalist looking into this story at all. Normally, this is the kind of stuff 60 Minutes would do, or Nightline would do, or Dateline, or all kinds of lines. This is the kind of stuff that investigative journalists would do. They'd be all over this. Nobody's looking into this. You know who's looking into it? Baron Coleman, Candace Owens. That's who's looking into this. That's who's finding out stuff. Oh, who was the guy who came to the show or didn't come? Ryan Matta's looking into it. Ryan Matta was supposed to come to the show on Friday. I don't know if he didn't say hi. If he did, I was looking forward to meeting him. Anyway, nice show, sold out show though, fun show, Lansing. That was fun. Oh. It's a great venue. So again, there's a cover up, and the corporate media is in on it. It's called a sin of omission. And the omission is that the legacy media is not looking into any of the lies being told by Charlie Kirk's security team, by the FBI, by Erica Kirk, or by the people at TPUSA. Looking into none of the lies. None of them. I can't even count all the lies. Nobody's looking into the fact that there was a guy going hospital to hospital, possibly with a gun, looking for the victim. This is another police report, radio transmission. Nope, nobody's looking into any. The 30-06 bullet, there's no legacy media looking into any of this. So this is one big cover-up. Now you know how it works. Now you know how Mockingbird Media never went away. The church committee that exposed the infiltration of America's newsrooms by the CIA, it's not over. It's never ended. So your media, your legacy media, is run by the deep state and Zionists. That's who it's run by. And so they're all colluding to cover up who actually killed Charlie Kirk. Because this is almost as big as the shooting of a president, because they said he could be the president. They said he was responsible for the current president getting elected. And he was starting to turn against Trump's agenda. And they can't have that. He was turning against Israel's agenda, and they can't have that. So this is definitely a cover-up. Definitely they planted this. Definitely Tyler Robinson is a patsy of some sort. What's his involvement? I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever know. But I can tell you this. It wasn't Tyler Robinson shooting a 30-06 that killed Charlie Kirk. That's not what happened. And here's one more thing. Again, you would think we would have news shows, legacy news media, the LA Times, the Washington Post, the New York Times, the Chicago Tribune. You think somebody would have did an investigation? How about a newspaper in Utah where this crime happened? You think somebody would have went and did what Baron Coleman did and got the police transmissions from that day and find out what the heck they were saying in real time? No, nobody did it. Baron Coleman had to do it. And here's another thing that they didn't tell you, the legacy media didn't tell you. There was an eyewitness who said it didn't happen anything the way the TV news is saying. Let's watch.
Did anything?
Go ahead.
I've got an individual over here who said she witnessed the shooting, and it's different than what she saw from what the news is saying. She's over here at McDonald's and would like to meet with an officer that would take the report on this.
Where's the report?
Have we seen the report?
I haven't seen that report. Where is that report? Has that report been covered in the legacy media? Has the Washington Post covered it? Has the New York Times, the LA Times, has CNN, Fox News, MSNBC? Anybody covered that report from that eyewitness said that it happened totally different than what she saw the news media is reporting? Has anybody talked to the person that Candace Owens talked to, who was a ballistics expert, who said he saw the shooter and that the shooter didn't take the shot? They haven't interviewed that guy either. So this is a massive cover-up happening, and the Trump administration's going along with it. So that tells me that Israel probably has something to do with it, because Trump is a puppet to Israel. Same way with Kash Patel and the entire Trump administration. They're completely in the tank, and they take orders from Israel. I don't think anybody could dispute that. I mean, credibly dispute that. So has anybody seen the report? You mean you've never seen? You've never seen? No, nobody's ever seen that report. Where's the report of the woman at the McDonald's who said she saw the shooting and it's totally different than what the news media said? I don't know where that person is. Where's that report? Who's that person? This is and legacy media in on the cover-up. Come see me on tour in San Antonio, Albuquerque, Houston, Dallas, Salt Lake City, Las Vegas, Tulsa, Oklahoma City. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets, because if you go anywhere else, they'll charge you more. Hey, click here to find out why you should be skeptical of all those 5G towers mysteriously going up everywhere and the consequences you should watch out for.